Welcome to another week of anime tier list where I go over the most recent episodes of winter 2026 and rate them based on how I felt, Sunday being the cutoff. These descriptive titles, categories, are just vibes. I could say that something is a 5 out of 10, but it might still go on peak because of how trashy and fun it was to me. Speaking of that, right to the top. It's anime. The Valentine's slice of life, chuny shit, the kids being upset that like they got done dirty in Valentine's, now they're going to run the town and steal their chocolates. Honestly, it was so fun. This anime has so much charm to it. It's chopped and the production value is garbage, but you can feel the human essence and soul and heart in it, bro. It was a very fun comedy episode, slice of life. I love the vibes of all the characters in it. It just feels like such an alive world with everyone enjoying, the scenery. The hero's there, Mikana's there, like the main characters there, Cecilia's around, the fucking guild, the guild, the guild guy and his maid wife. I love it when all the characters show up and they're all interacting and having fun in such a silly and humorous and an epic, but just at the end of the day, just good vibes way. Overall, peak Valentine's episode. Next up, Hell's Paradise. Bro, low-key beak. I think it might have been. The Dragon Man, such a compelling character. This Unk, this OG Unk, literally gouged his eye out to lock in. The fights were great. One of the best episodes of season 2 so far. Enjoyed this fight more than the Gabimaru fight so far. Loved his way of understanding Tao in such a ridiculous way. The fan service was amazing too. No nipples. We're not gonna get banned, right? The pink girl, goddamn, she's fine. Overall, super hype, epic fight scenes. I was just enthralled by the content. The brothers, Chobe and Toma, they're hanging out. Some wholesome brotherhood going on, but my focus was definitely on the Dragon Man locking in and clutching for the fight. Shiboyugi. So, without a doubt, this beats this anime. It's not even fucking close, right? I'm too much of a monkey and can't appreciate all the artistic shit going on. I still loved it. I think that the end of the 30th game, where, Yuki is graduating to anti-status and fighting, the revenge match, it was a beautiful and haunting episode. The more I think about it, maybe it truly was that peak. I'm just kind of salty because the viewership is so fucking low and no one's really watching it. The episode itself was kind of really tragic though, especially with that Riko girl who just wanted head patch. She was like a cyborg, she had nothing to live for. And then she just got thrown away. Mishiro's character arc also, really cool. She wanted this like really hype, performative, ending conclusion against Yuki, her arch nemesis, but Yuki kind of lost all motivations, and Yuki in a way kind of like takes that and the emotional appeal, this cold girl screaming out of desperation, she wants to live. This is something that we never really saw before in this character. Really amazing characterization, different emotions bursting through. Still a great episode. Sentenced to be a Hero. Great. Peak. Loved it. The world building was fun. You know what? The more I think about it... Excuse me. Honestly, like, maybe it's like this? They were all really that fucking good. I'm just gonna... This is kind of crazy, though. Let's just put this shit here for now, and then we'll recalibrate later on. I feel like there's too much in peak right now. We'll recalibrate. Sentenced to be a Hero. Very fun episode. This episode was also just kind of set up and world building, showing different regions, this new place. I love the soundtrack, the racist desert music, the new demon lord, the Spriggan, being one of the humans, the aura farming, the sweet slice of life happening between Teo and Kivia and Xylo. Loved it. This episode was an episode that I think would have done bad, yet more people were interested in this one than the previous episodes. I guess they really like this coming arc, huh? Overall, really fun episode. The dragon shit was very sus. What the fuck was going on? Jack of all trades, hero of none. Good episode. Nothing too crazy happening. No, there's a lot of crazy things happening, but it's all set up in exposition. Holy shit, what a lore drop. Insane lore drop just being thrown at you, and it builds on this banished from the party trope anime into something bigger. Different great dungeons in north, west, south, east, you know, quadrants. The church, a group that opposes a church. Oden, the main character's death being faked and being gaslit to that girl. There's like special groups of humans also. We don't know really what they are. A little bit extra backstory of Oden and, you know, his friend Oliver in the past. And Oliver was kind of a fraud and Oden was hiding his powers. He's also sealed away right now, but he's got new powers to kind of elevate him. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. This episode really just opened this anime into something way more bigger than I thought it could have been. Love the direction. Very excited to see how it's going to pay off. Fate Strange Fake? Peak. Absolutely. This was hype aura farming from Flat. One of the more slower episodes too. Flat moments were really good with Orlando in them. What else really stood out? Sigma. The story was really driven through Sigma and Flat. Really love and empathize with Sigma. What a poor kid, man. But he's locked in and ready to go. Assassin and Sigma's interactions are also funny because Assassin thinks Sigma is like schizo because he's like talking to Grandpa. Flat seems like there's a darkness that even Jack the Berserker is scared of. Because of Waver and the Clock Tower and the group of friends that he has, he's able to kind of stabilize. But like, there's a darkness. And I'm like, what happens if the Clock Tower guys are gone? Is Flat gonna crash out? I don't know, bro. Very scary shit. Alcides is coming up at the very end. Aura farming on top of Cerberus. Another, you know, trial of Hercules, right? And everything is focusing into the hospital where the lolly's at. Alcides, ready to roll. Anytime there's the potential to kill a child. Chain Soldier? What was it? It was fan service. Just stupid fan service. Cook fantasy for Kyoka. That was kind of funny. Bubuki fan service. My video got demonetized. Fuck me, bro. We gotta be careful with the Chain Soldier stuff, bro. Now, I will say, this shit age restricted and demonetized. But even with all those nerfs, still got almost 5,000 views. The power of the Kumers is very, very strong with this one. I'm impressed. Like, Shibo Yugi can't even come close to this. Like, when you get age restricted, you're fucked. When you get demonetized and age restricted, you're basically dead from the algorithm. Your hope is that everyone's gonna find you through channel pages. And is that true? Yep. Yep. Look at the reach, right? Notice how, like, right over here, right? Notice how the YouTube recommendations and everything is all down. Why? Because it's fucking off the algorithm when it's like age restricted like that. But the channel page, everyone was like, nah, it's that time. Where's Chain Soldier reaction? And then they all go to my channel and find it. Anyways, it's cool to see the power of the Kumers are still very strong. Polar opposites. Love this episode, bro. I did. It was so good. Genuinely a really, really exciting episode with, you know, Nishi and Yamada relationship blossoming. I love the side pairing. Suzuki being Aizen, it was all part of the plan. And Tani-kun, you know, being mentally rotten by, you know, the Doomer Taira. Overall, fantastic episode. And finally, Oshinoko. Oshinoko. Kana episode. All right. Let's start putting this up. So, Oshinoko definitely peak. Still so strong. Kana didn't need Aqua. She deserves, she you know, basically go through all the, oh my god, I'm gonna get canceled, panic attacks, and she was about to say, save me, Aqua, and then she's like, fuck that shit. I'm her. I'm gonna stop being a little bitch. I'm gonna stop putting on this face that I'm not to entertain an audience that doesn't care about me. I'm just gonna be me for who I am and fuck you, and it's the best thing that could have happened for her. Great development. I'm happy for her. Now I want to see some shit go down next week because I feel like Akane might die this season. Let's recalibrate the tier list. What other shows deserve to be in peak? I think Hell's Paradise does. I think Hell's Paradise was genuinely that fun this week. What else deserves to be in peak? Fate Strange Fake. Abso-fucking-lutely. And I think this is a pretty good... Sentence probably deserves... Oh. Sentence probably deserves it too. Honestly. Wait, what happened there? Sentence probably deserves that shit too. I know that this ahead of this is kind of crazy, right? So I'm gonna just put it up here. Then no one can be mad. No one can be mad because it's beating everything else out. I hope you understand when I say this, okay? Because like, here's the performative tier list, okay? Here is the super performative, like, pretentious tier list. Shibo, you get to the fucking top, right? Like, it's such an amazing directed episode and blah, blah, blah. This is slop, you know, this is fucking slop, whatever. You know, this is gonna go fucking poo-poo. It's fucking, these are mids, right? This is good. I don't know, like, I don't know. Maybe this is like a really performative tier list. But again, I need you to realize, right? I can consider something trash, but it can be so fun to me that I thought it was peak. I hope you understand what I mean. See you next time. Wait, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. Fell off. Jujutsu Kaisen, bro. Frieren, bro. What happened? Winter Olympics. Holy shit, bro. Lock the fuck in. What are y'all doing? This is embarrassing. We're gonna drop this shit pretty soon.